Name's David Reed. I'm a licensed contractor. I work Washington, D.C. I'm a roofing contractor, so every day it requires my body to kind of go through a little extra effort. So one of the main reasons I'm training here is to keep my body in good condition so I can continue to make a living. Like I said, I do roofing work, and one day I had a severe bad accident in Washington, D.C. Cutting tree branches off a roof, throwing them off the front of the house. One of the branches was shaped like a hook, and when I threw it off, the hook caught me, and I fell several stories. So during the time of falling, I landed on uneven concrete and grass, and on the impact, I went paralyzed from the neck down. They rushed me to DC General and transferred me to Johns Hopkins Hospital. Doctor came in and said, due to the fact that you were extremely thin, it helped a lot. But right now, the x-ray shows that your spine is actually facing the other direction. We did the x-rays, and your second to your bottom vertebrae is completely gone. It's obliviated. Your liver's torn, there's blood all through you, and my face looked like Mike Tyson beat me up. They recommended surgery. They said if we do the surgery, the operation will definitely leave you paralyzed from the waist down. If we don't do the surgery, you have the chance of running paralyzed from the neck down. But 3-4 days afterwards, they found another part of the x-ray that showed the back of my spine was cracked. So another doctor came in and said, you know, you're so thin, you're so frail, you need to actually put on weight and get in shape. So at that point, I started lifting weights and slowly rehabbing back, and did not want to take the operation. I did not want to be paralyzed, guaranteed, from the waist down. Came to Crazy 88s, got involved in the Muay Thai program, got a lot of help and support, learned a lot, and from there challenged myself to see how I would do with Jiu Jitsu. And under my old conditions of being paralyzed and back issues, to be able to go in there and to do Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, to be able to compete in several tournaments, and to be able to go in and grind all the time and still continue to go up and down ladders and carry material on my job. Now I weigh about 180 pounds on a diet at 180, so I've gained about 50 pounds, and I got to watch myself at this weight. So Jiu Jitsu and Muay Thai really became a big part of my everyday life to keep in shape and to overcome my past issues. An opportunity to train from the south all the way to the west coast. A lot of the gyms have something in common. A lot of them are rougher, not clean, and they all have good positives, but the one thing they don't have that 88s actually has that I've seen is a knowledgeable staff, the cleanliness here. One of the issues I had when I had my injury was to constantly keep all wounds clean and so forth. This gym gets cleaned and sanitized more than any other gym I've seen. Not only was the staff friendly, but all the trainers know more than I've got the opportunity to meet in the other schools. The trainers take the time, will stop a class, go over something with you, give the opportunity to ask if you want to go through something with the class. Privates here have completely changed my game, being able to take privates from different trainers like Keith and Onlaw to really step my game up. And the convenience. 88 is just located in a good area to where no matter where you're coming from, it's easy access. So even though I've got a chance to train from Florida to California to Arizona and different gyms, I find 88's probably, for me personally, the best one. I don't want to look back at life and see missed opportunities and things that I could have did, and now I'm maybe too old or out of shape to do it. And I don't want to live in fear. I look at fear as false evidence appearing real. And that's my breakdown of FEAR. My injury, a lot of people would have shunned away from and said, you know what, I had a back injury that could have left me paralyzed, and one thing I'm not going to do is roll around on my back while a several hundred-pound man comes crushing down on me. But I had to overcome that. If you're, some people tend to tim away because of fear of not being able to be competitive enough, or fear of somebody else being in so much better shape than them. They don't know how they're gonna respond. When you push your body, you can do a lot more than you think you can do, and you can achieve a lot more than you really think you can achieve. And you're only going to know that when you get in and start putting the time in and seeing how much more. And then it also, when you come in here and you see advancements and you see encouragements and you see progression, it applies to your everyday life. You're pushing a little harder at work, you're pushing a little bit harder with your family, you put a little bit more time in different things, because this is a time-given sport. that you really, when you put the time in, you reap the benefits of it. And when you put the time in at work, you'll reap the benefits, and especially in your own family, when you put the time in, you reap the benefits. So it triggers all the other with it.